When I met Janitra, which is Jericho's mom, she was what we call a streetwalker.
So this one night stand came with a baby, huh?
It did. Okay. It was a wild night. I lived it to the fullest. Yeah.
You're grown, so you can.
Absolutely.
So tell me, how did you go from the hair chair to Kareem's bed?
Oh. So Kareem, honestly, is a hairstylist in my sister's shop, Brazen. And he had a special going on. He does hair really, really nice. He had a special going on.
Yeah.
Then I get there, I sit in the chair, he's telling me how thick I am, how good I look, feeling on me. I caught on to it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ignore it. But then he like, what you doing later on? I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. What you wanna do later on? So, we ended up going out. I had a few drinks.
Girl, you seem like you a good time, girl. You're a good time, I gotta tell.
That's exactly what we did. We had a good time.
We had a good time, okay.
So I had like 4 Monacos. Monacos get you toe up. I was toe down.
Okay, yeah.
Like I locked my phone, I couldn't see. So he like, let's go back to my house. We go to his house. We do what grown people do, you know. So I'm like, okay, you slayed my hair. I know you finna slay me in the bed, right? I know you finna do what needs to be done, right?
Well, did he do what needed to be done?
And he did.
And he did.
So after that, I was like, I like this, I want some more. I book another appointment for a little maintenance, you know. I wanted to see him again and again and again. It became a little.
Okay.
Okay, so after that, I did let him know that I was pregnant because I ended up missing my menstrual.
So you said you went back, you booked the appointment, y'all had a little bit more fun. And how long did that go on for?
So that was the second time. That was like 3 weeks after the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you said you missed your menstrual cycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't come at all. I ain't see it at all. Absent, like he is.
Okay.
I let him know. He left me on red. I sent it in a text message. He left me on red.
Got it. Got it. And this is after y'all been having a good time, a great communication.
Yes.
Got it. So what was his response once he finally did talk to you?
He didn't respond, but I was posting on Facebook. He was like my first viewer. I go onto his page, he's sharing. It got the little green active dot. So I know you're alive. I know your phone in your hand. So why you ignoring me?
Yeah. So from that moment, he just ghosted you?
Yes.
Tell me what you're about to say.
He showing up to God Kids parties. He's dripping them in designer. He's dripping himself in designer. He's wearing 500 suits. He's doing photo shoots, $700 shoes.
So he's showing other people's children respect. He's coming down and you're over here like, what about me?
What about the child that you helped me make?
Got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Kareem to this day is not present in your child's life at all?
Absent.
Wow. Is there any communication between y'all?
Not really. And I really feel like it's his girlfriend's fault because she's voicing her opinion. And I mean, not that she matters. Anyways, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I think since they live together, it's more so like, well, if you do this for the baby, you know, you can't live with me, you know?
Have you had a run-in with his girlfriend?
Indeed.
Okay.
But she didn't really want no smoke. I had my baby anyways, so I wasn't on that.
Yeah, but you could tell that she didn't want any issues with you anyway. Okay. Kareem says you are harassing him and his girlfriend. That's what he's telling my producers. Do you feel that?
Do it look like I have to harass some baby?
From my opinion, no, girl. As you fly. I'm like, you know, I'm just going off what he said. All right, before we bring out Kareem, let's bring out his girlfriend, Alicia, and hear what she has to say. Everyone, please welcome Alicia to the show.
What is she doing here?
Kareem brought her out. Hey, Alicia, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Who obsessed though? Who?
How
is it not my business?
It's not.
How? That's my man though. But that's my man though.
But you were
whatever he got going on, I'm with it. Like I'm the what?
You're not the wife. Where's your ring?
It's clearly not your business.
Where's the ring?
But it is though.
How?
But it is though. That's my man though.
No,
that's my man.
You wasn't there
A ring
with
don't
them.
matter.
You
A
was
ring
there
don't
with
matter.
them,
That's
man.
been my man though.
Who are you?
Make it make sense.
I'm the sister.
Make it make sense.
You're
I'm the
Kareem's sister?
sister.
Right, you need to sit down. This ain't even your business.
It's my business because I take care of that child like a man supposed to do.
This not your business. But this not your business. This not her business. When me and him talking, he voiced his opinion about the whole situation. He been wanting the DNA test. He been wanting the DNA test. He been wanting the DNA test. He's telling me this though. I don't know what he's telling her. I don't know what he's telling her.
Has he ever told you that he wanted a DNA test?
Honestly, he did.
Oh, so he has said that before.
He did.
And then why didn't you do it for him?
I mean, it's not me running from him, it's him. I'm okay.
Alicia, what's your opinion on that?
You can voice it. We need action.
It's a lie.
Why is it a lie?
I feel like he done told her, talked to her, told her we could have did a DNA test back home.
Okay, so that's why
we could have been did a DNA test back home. Y'all want to bring us on the show though, but he wanted to do it back home. But you didn't want to do it.
Tell me about your relationship with Kareem.
I love Kareem real bad. Like he's a great provider. He take care of me. He do my hair when I need my hair done, everything. Excuse me.
Look through his phone.
What's in his phone?
You think you the only one?
Excuse me. It is.
He had a baby on you, sweetheart. What happened?
You don't even know if this his child.
Okay,
have a
but
seat.
still,
have a seat.
But look, did he not cheat?
Did he not cheat? Have a seat. I wasn't with him. Me and him wasn't in no relationship, boo. We wasn't in no relationship.
Why are you in our business now?
This might me and now though.
Okay, we'll
right,
see.
yeah.
So y'all wasn't together, right?
We wasn't in a relationship, boo.
That's not what you was arguing about.
Alicia, what happened at the nail salon when you had the run-in with each other?
You know, Chicago small. We all know the same people, so we go to the same places. We go to the same places. So I see her in the nail shop with the baby. She mugging me down, like, what, you want to do something to me or something? Like, so we got to arguing, going back and forth, but her baby was there. So out of respect for the baby and Kareem, just in case it is his baby, I didn't beat her, because I could have really beat her.
You didn't want no smoke from me.
Girl, be for real, you had your baby.
You had your baby. You know
personally. You had your baby.
Alicia,
you had your baby.
you feel like she is obsessed with Kareem?
Yeah, very much so.
Why?
She want what I got. She know. She laughing, but it's the truth. Like she trolls him on Facebook. Hush. Be quiet. Girl, hush. She trolls him on exactly. Look, she trolling him on
this
Facebook.
Man can't even step up for his own child, but God kids out to eat. Okay.
She don't even know if it's his baby.
How
That's
would
that
you
she
know?
watching his social media. First of all, they not even friends. Well, I don't think they friends on Facebook or whatever.
How would you know?
So how do you know he
Posted
taking
if
his
you're not-
God kids out? But how do you know he take his God kids out if y'all weren't friends on social media at this time? How you know he take his God kids out? And then you don't even know if this is baby or not.
What's posted on my page if you're not lurking?
Somebody sent it to me. I ain't lurking on your page. Somebody sent it to me.
And so you being a good girl,
Somebody sent it to me.
if this is your child, let's step up, let's do this, let's do that.
Somebody sent it to me, boo.
You know you can't come around. You're over with.
Come around who? Your
My
child?
You know it.
If I'm with him, I'm going to be around your child.
You're not. Absolutely
It
not.
is.
Absolutely.
It
You don't
is.
run nothing. That's
It
what I want
is.
you to know. This is my show. You don't run nothing here. Nothing.
Yeah, to step up.
Nothing.
All right, boo.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So you are sure that Kareem is the father?
No.
Yes.
No.
Hey, see, that's why you need to man your
No, you need to have a seat. You need to have
business.
and you need to man yours.
I remember when I had sex with him, I was with somebody prior to him.
Exactly.
But, excuse me, I'm talking. Let me talk. This is my child. This is my baby daddy. Let me talk.
You don't know if it's your baby daddy potential.
We have 3 people that are arguing about a choice that you two made.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about all this?
I just feel like I knew her before the situation. She already was telling me how she is. She sit in my chair. She tell me what she doing, what she finna go do, and who she finna go do it with. I don't know if she forgot these things, but I already knew what type of person she was beforehand.
Okay.
But you slept with her. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Knew all this, but slept with her.
Because he knew it was going to be easy, boo. He knew it was going to be easy. But he knew it was going to be easy. He knew it was going to be easy, though. He knew it was going to be
So you're
easy.
suspicious. So you're suspicious of Shantae. Why?
After I serviced her, she went and got slayed by somebody else.
And you mean sexually, not by
yes,
not by the hair.
Exactly. You told
Because you
him.
run your mouth.
Is that true?
Please.
That after you two had sex,
that's
you went and
not
had sex
true.
with somebody else?
That's not true.
Okay then. Kareem, you said that she came on to you. Is that true?
Yes.
So, because earlier you said that he came on to you.
Yes.
Okay then. So why does she believe that you came on to her then?
It's delusional. Making it up. Making it up.
So what exactly happened that night then
Attention
from your
seeking.
point of view?
We went out, we had a good time. We were sloppy drunk.
Did you not ask me to come back to your house? Did you or did you not?
Yeah, probably. But we
okay.
was already out. We was
Probably.
already out. We was
Probably.
They was drunk, though. Come on,
Did
they
you
was
have sex
drunk.
or not?
They was
So
drunk,
you had
like,
sex.
make it make sense.
We was already out. So
Did you have sex at your house?
Yeah.
She got drunk
So
and
you
that
did
was-
ask her. Okay.
Yeah, wait.
Okay. So she's not that delusional.
No, she's very delusional.
She's very delusional and obsessed.
Very delusional.
Very much obsessed.
That's all I
Very
want
much
to know.
obsessed.
Oh,
Very much
I know why
obsessed.
she's
You
here.
need to have a seat,
No,
boo.
we don't even know why
Have a
she's
seat.
here.
Have a
This
seat,
my
boo.
business. What
Have
you
a
talking
seat.
about?
Okay.
His business is my business, boo. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
Yes, it is.
Kareem, so Tay
Yes,
says that
it
you
is.
told her that the
Yes, it
condom
is.
had busted that night. Is that true?
I said it probably broke because she
So
was so
why didn't you
consistent,
stop?
so consistent and certain that I was her baby's father.
So you did say that there's a possibility that the condom broke that night.
I said it probably did because she
Probably
was so
did.
consistent that she knew for a fact
you
that I was her
don't know?
baby's father.
They was drunk. What you mean? You know that.
What do you want this outcome to be today?
If this is your child, I would like for you to step up like you stepped for everyone else's child. You're outside whining and dining, trips here and trips there.
So why you didn't give me a DNA test when I
$700
first
shoes,
asked?
baby. Expensive suits.
Why I didn't get a DNA test when I first
Nails
asked?
look better than
Exactly,
mine.
exactly.
Fresh haircuts. I would like for you to step up. This baby.
How
is
can I
cute.
become one of your god
And if
kids?
it ain't his baby, then what?
No, I'll come
Then
hang. Okay.
If it ain't his baby, then what? You
Yeah.
gonna stop being obsessed with me?
I
Because you
honestly
really
don't feel like
obsessed
it's
with
about
me.
the baby. I feel like she makes it about me.
Hey, no.
Do you want to be back?
Yeah.
Do you want to be with him?
Very much so.
Absolutely not, baby.
So you do not want to be with him?
Absolutely.
Not
She
even
does.
a little
Yes, she
bit.
does.
Absolutely.
Why don't y'all believe it? She's saying to you, I don't want to be with you. Why do you believe
She
it?
obsessed with
Up
him.
wherever I'm at, she literally harasses us.
Well, that makes sense if she's been trying to figure out if you're
Not
the
for the
father.
baby though. It don't be for the baby. She want him to be her man
you
more than
mind
she
your
want him to be the
business?
daddy.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that's the thing. Like make it make
don't
sense.
need
If
a
you know your
shadow.
sister, you
You
know
don't
your
need a
sister want him
shadow.
more than she
Let
want
them
him to be
talk,
baby
man.
daddy. Like be for real.
You talk
She
too
pop
much.
up in my job. She don't even bring the baby, but you want me to see the baby. You want me to be in the baby life. Why you don't bring the baby around me?
Why
But
don't you bring the
popping up
baby around when you
me.
pop
popping
up?
up where I'm at?
Because I never know how it's gonna turn out. She's there, she's rowdy and unladylike.
Why would I be
all
rowdy
the
with the
time.
baby
Why would
around,
I
though?
bring my child
Why would I be
around
rowdy
somebody
with
like
the baby
that?
Okay,
around?
I get that. I understand that. I understand that.
I don't understand.
You don't understand that?
I don't understand it either.
Okay, well, I do understand that. If she's saying, like, I'm coming around and I feel like there's going to be issues, I don't want to expose my child to that. I can understand that. I can understand that. Well, listen, I think it's time to get to the truth of all this. So, here we go. So, in this envelope is the DNA truth to say, if Kareem, if you are the father of this child, this is a moment for you because for them, for you. This is a moment for you. So I'm gonna let you open this envelope. This will tell you right now if you're the father or not. Are you ready? How do you feel about this? Because this has been 2 years in the making.
Yeah. I just want her to stop tarnishing my name, painting me to be this deadbeat when I don't even know for sure I'm a father.
Okay.
Let's
Before we
make
go
it
any
make
further,
sense.
it's
Okay.
time for the DNA truth. I see you shaking. You're nervous. Would this be your first child?
Yeah.
Because of you.
Let me see.
What does it say?
Let me see. Not, sister girl. I'm sorry, not sister girl.
That's
Not
fine,
sister
'cause
girl.
it's still gonna be okay. It's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
okay.
Oh, okay.
It's still
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
okay.
You need to apologize to both of us.
What?
Yeah.
Let me see. So it says that Kareem Santana is not your biological son.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
not.
I told you.
Okay, well now we know for sure.
But you was painting a picture that he was the daddy, making him
Please.
all
Not
on
right now.
Facebook, making it seem
Not
like
right
he's a
now.
deadbeat,
Not
all
right
type
now.
of stuff.
No weird.
1 minute. Let them talk.
Thank you.
That's their situation.
So what's going through your mind right now, and what's going through your mind, Kareem? Like,
For 2 years, she been bashing my name, tarnishing, talking bad about me, paying me to be this deadbeat father, that I don't want to be in her child's life. She knew that I wasn't her child's father.
Exactly.
I did not know.
Yes, you did.
She
I did
wanted
not
me to be.
know.
She wanted me to be her father.
we came
the
out-
Because she
father.
know he a
wanted me
good
to be in the
man.
baby
He's
life.
a
She
good
wanted me in her
man. He's a
life.
great provider. She wanted that.
It was never about
she
the baby.
wanted
She wanted me
that.
in her life.
got it. How do you feel right now knowing this truth?
If it's not him, I know exactly who it is. So it's
Yeah,
okay.
right.
It's all right.
Okay. Okay.
She'll be here again.
I mean, I'll be here to support you, at the end of the day, figuring out the answers, because at the end of the day, there is a child here that
Needs a father
that
at
needs
the
a
end
father.
of the day.
I will say this: do you feel like you owe him an apology for the last 2 years of bashing his name?
You're absolutely right. I do. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. I don't know, you nothing. Baby, you're not getting nothing.
Girl,
But
look
you-
at me and look at you.
I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I honestly apologize.
Well, at least you got the answers now. I got to be honest with you. I'm completely shocked because
I am too.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you're shocked. I can tell you're shocked as well, and I can tell you're shocked. And I also saw your body language. I think you were secretly not
I
sure,
did.
but
I
you were
was.
hoping.
Yeah, I was.
I could tell. I could tell. I could tell. But in this moment, you all got your answers now. And now you all know how to move on from here on out. Any support you need, I'm here for you, but I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
So, girl, apparently you have some unfinished business with Bianca.
Oh, yes.
What's going on?
You know, this young lady is a really nice young lady. You know, she came into my place of business. We became friends, like store friends.
Yeah.
She'd come in, she'd talk. She had a little puppy with her, and she was just so cute, right? So she just come in, ask me questions, do all this cute little stuff. In the midst of all that, she was like, hey, you guys are hiring? I'm like, oh, you want a job? Okay, sure, why not? You know, we connected. I feel like she would be great for the business, part of the team. So I said, okay, yeah, sure. So I set up the interview. So she got the interview, then we really became friends. You know, because we was working together, and she'd call me for points, and just, you know, she just wanted to be friendship.
Yeah. So you say that she upgraded her life and then dumped you.
Oh,
what do you mean by that?
So when she got pregnant, and the guy that she was pregnant with, you know, up and down, young relationship, up and down. So I was like her mentor, you know, talking to her, say, girl, it's gonna be okay. Just telling her it's okay, you know, to move on. So she moved on, and she met this new guy, and then all of a sudden, this new guy and her, she just didn't want to hang out anymore with me. She didn't want to, you know, be my friend. She didn't want to go to parties anymore, shopping, eating. Like, she didn't want to do anything. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like, why would you do me like that? I done brought you into the business, brought you here, you know, to make money, you know, because I felt like maybe you needed money, you know, just being a friend, just being a friend.
Yeah.
She got ghosts and just started being with this guy. You know, this guy was in the professional world. And, you know, I guess
What professional world? He's a lawyer, doctor?
No, he's part of the sports leagues, played in the NFL.
Oh, so she got a guy with, this makes more sense with upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
So now he's working she's an NFL girlfriend.
Correct. So I'm like, oh. Yeah, so I feel like, wow, okay, I'm not a jealous person. You know, I'm happy for whatever life you have.
So what happened after she got married?
Oh God, no connection.
Done.
Completely. She had her daughter had a birthday party, you know, because our daughter's kind of like the same age. So her daughter had a birthday party, wasn't invited, had to hear through the grapevine. You know, and I'm like, these are kids. Like, why can't our kids be at least friends, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, why can't we still have the kids to be connected? Why do it have to be this way? And she's talking about, well, I don't think it's a good idea for you to come over here. I don't think it's a good idea. And then I just felt like she wanted to be around her NFL friends, you know, because they have, you know, they connect in some type of way because their husband's all in the professional world. So she just, you know.
I want to know from you, how has she hurt you?
She hurt me because I'm a loyal friend, and I'm a ride or die, and it just hurt my heart that people would use you and get to where they need to be, and once they get a certain way or certain lifestyle, they want to change. You don't have to change because you done moved up in the world. You don't have to disown me or make me feel like I'm nothing, you know? I had your back.
Yeah. So it's time for us to come face to face. It's time for you to come face to face with your friend that you haven't seen in 10 years. Everyone, please welcome Bianca to the show. Welcome, Bianca.
Hi, how are you?
You are fly.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So 10 years.
10
Y'all
years.
haven't seen each other.
Right.
You heard what she said backstage.
I
What's
did.
going through your mind?
What's really going through my mind is that my number has not changed in 20 years. So you could have called me. The whole situation about you got me a job because I needed money. No, I inquired. You didn't get me anything. I applied for it.
Let's be clear.
Hold on, wait.
Let's be clear.
Don't cut me off because I'm not going to cut you off in conversation. So let me finish. I applied for the job. I interviewed for the job several times, and I landed the job myself. I told you, appreciated you for referring me.
That's not true.
Referring me.
You didn't say anything to me.
Yes, I did.
You took the
don't play games in my face,
You took the
Carmita.
friendship out of context.
Don't play games in my face.
And you did not say anything about nothing. Because we were friends. And I didn't expect you to say, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. We're friends. But when you changed, that made me upset.
When did I change?
You changed when my daughter didn't come to your birthday party.
No, it was not.
Well, Bianca, I want to know this, because she says really that you changed, especially when you got the man.
I did not.
Okay, from your point of view, what happened then?
From my point of view is that, yes, prior to it, my relationship before with my previous situation, I did come to her for advice and things of that nature. That relationship was deaded, and then all of a sudden I met someone when I went out with my cousins. I met someone, and then we just hit it off. We were just hanging out all the time, going out, doing different things. He accepted my daughter and everything like that, and was a father to my daughter. So I would communicate that with her, and she was the one who was always like, well, let's go out, let's go to the club, let's go do this, let's go do that. It was like a whirlwind when I met my husband, and she knows that.
But why would
I'm not going to
why
go
would
out
our
to a club
relationship
with,
change, though?
It didn't. You just wanted to go to a club.
Not all the time.
Yes,
we
she
didn't
did.
even go to lunch, sweetie.
That's not true.
And not invite me to the daughter's birthday?
I did invite you to the
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Well, why
I
wasn't I
disinvited
there?
you. I disinvited you. Let's get it straight. I disinvited you to the birthday party because you would always come and try to confront me about, oh, you can't go out, you can't hang out because you got a man now, you can't do this because you got a man now.
That's what
it has
friends
nothing to do
do.
with being, no, it does not. You should be more understanding and know that my situation changed. And therefore, I can't go hang out in the club. I can't go hang out and go do this and do that.
But did you tell me all this?
I did.
You disconnected.
I did.
No, you did
not.
not.
And
You
then
disconnect,
on
and you
that
told
point,
me I
every time
wasn't.
you would tell me, you would say, hey, why don't you, can you ask him, can you go out? Can you get his permission for you to go out? I don't have to get anyone's permission to do anything.
Well,
I'm grown.
You know why I said that? You know why I said that? Because you disconnect from me. You didn't invite me to your daughter's birthday party. I understand the fact that a person get married. Let's be clear. I get that. But friendships don't end based on a marriage.
They sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So you disconnect from me. You wasn't trying to be my friend anymore. You know, I ain't seen you over 10 years.
That's your problem. My number
it's
didn't
my
change.
problem.
Yeah, that is your problem because
Why would I call you and I
when we
wasn't
had the
invited to
birthday party,
anything?
listen. When
Girl,
you
bye.
were invited to the birthday party, don't get it twisted. You were invited to the birthday party.
By who?
By me.
So why did she feel like she
and
wasn't?
Because she called me the week before talking about, oh, well, you don't want to go hang out this week. I said, no, I can't go hang out with this week. I'm making party preparations. She was like, see, that's what's wrong with you. You don't want to never go hang out. And I got you this job and I did this for you and I did that.
Wait a minute.
I don't need
You're
nobody
lying.
to keep telling me what they did for me because I said thank you. What more can I say is a thank you?
You had this birthday party through somebody else. It wasn't through you.
No, it was through me,
No,
Carmita.
it was not.
The main reason why you got, maybe you need some ginkgo biloba, or maybe you need some
No.
lion's mane, or
No,
maybe
I
you
don't
need
need a
something
damn
for cognitive
thing. I
function
need
because
you
you
to get it
can't
straight.
remember correctly.
It's been 10 years, so maybe you forgot.
No, I didn't forget anything. I'm steady.
What was it that made you stop talking, though? Because I'm hearing you say she was a good friend. I'm hearing you say that she did go out. And then all of a sudden, it does sound like you just started saying no. What was that reason?
I didn't just start saying no.
Okay.
We did go out. She's saying that I never
You
ever
stopped
went.
going. We did go out, but you stopped when you got married.
Well,
Are
I
you
want to hear
ready?
Bianca's
Are
point
you
of view.
okay?
I want to hear
Okay, but
Bianca's
can I
point of view,
talk?
because I really want to get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so the thing is, we did go out. We went to lunch, we went to dinner, we went to the club still, but it was a situation
Not
where
when you
I'm
got
not going to
married.
do it all the time now that I am married. I'm not going to go out all the time now. I'm not. Because it's just out of respect. I don't want my husband to do certain things, and I'm not going to disrespect him by doing certain things. That's just
So
period.
do you feel like Carmita did not respect your boundaries?
Yes, she did not respect my boundaries. And every time I would say, she'd be like, oh, well, can you go ask your husband for permission to do this or go do that?
So
And I don't have
I
time
ain't
for
never
that.
said that.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna ask you
did.
this.
Bye.
Yes, you did.
Were you clear about the boundaries?
No.
Was I clear about
No.
the boundaries?
It was just like, no, we not going. No, we can't do that.
I
no,
didn't
I'm
say
married.
that. I don't
Yes,
even
you
talk
did.
like that.
Carmita,
What-
I want to ask
I
her.
don't
I
even
want to
talk
hear
like
her.
that.
I want to ask her.
I don't even
Carmita.
talk-
I'll give you an
I don't even
example.
talk like that.
Bianca, let me
Well,
hear.
your
let me
example
hear.
is wrong. Maybe you
Let me
need to
hear.
rethink it.
Let me hear.
You know what?
Let me hear. What did you give the boundaries?
Talk to the hand.
Did you give the boundaries?
Talk to the hand. Okay, whatever.
Did you make the boundaries clear?
I did make the boundaries clear.
Such
I
a
told
liar.
her by time when I was it was all new to me. Everything was all new to me. Like, I have someone that I'm with. I want to respect him. I want him to respect me in the same way that I respect him.
You're trying to build a new relationship.
So,
I understand.
why couldn't she just understand that? It wasn't that I just stopped talking to her, because I did not.
I'm asking, and without you
and
saying
I did tell her, because I told her before. I said, Carmitha, look, she knows how I am. I'm non-confrontational. I don't want to be put in a corner or whatever, because I've worked on myself so hard to not just flip out and go like, wow. So if you want to stay going back and forth and bickering on the phone, back and forth, I'm not going to do that.
It's facts.
I'm not going to do
well,
that.
really, what it is that the bickering comes from being hurt. And so that's what we have to realize.
Did you understand that?
She was hurt.
Well, you should have said that.
Well, you should have known that anyway.
I'm not psychic.
Ooh.
I'm not psychic.
You know
my name
I'm
is not.
Hold on.
I'm not
have I
psychic.
ever treated you or said anything out the way to you?
Yes.
No, I have not.
I've been real play, Carmitha.
I like when people figure things out on their own.
Do not play. Because
let me tell you, we're going to get to what I was about to say to y'all, and y'all both just said it right now. You were hurt because I had to make sure that the language was clear, and you weren't clear enough about your boundaries. So both y'all over here are saying, I miss my friend, I need you. And you're like, I love you too, but I'm trying to also figure out how to navigate this new relationship. And y'all are not communicating clearly about that. And then you got in this cycle of like, she don't want to be around me, and you like, she getting on my nerves because she don't get I'm trying to grow. That's all that was happening there. This was clearly about not being able to articulate and say what's really going on in your heart. You were hurt.
Yeah.
Because the exact language you used with me is you said, I hate that someone uses me. And I know that's what's lingering in your heart. What did you feel in that moment? Tell her.
I just felt like you didn't want me around anymore. I just felt like you didn't care. I felt like, you know, you got married and, you know, you married success, and I just felt like you just left me behind. Like you didn't show me no love. It just took me to a whole nother level of thinking like I can't trust people now.
Now,
you know?
let me tell you something. None of that is your responsibility. Let me be very clear. Your responsibility is not to navigate her emotions. Can you at least receive what she said, understanding that wasn't your responsibility?
Yes, I can receive it because I've missed her as a friend. Like, I have missed her as a friend. There's been certain instances where I felt like, oh, dang, Carmitha would have gave me great advice for this, and she wasn't there. But I did not know the way that she was feeling like I used her, because I wouldn't use her for anything. I wouldn't use anyone. I would not use you. I'm very sorry if you felt that way, because I did not. And I miss you as a friend. I honestly do.
Now, I will say this. When she didn't set the boundaries and weren't clear about the boundaries, your feelings got hurt. And you got to be able to navigate your feelings as well.
True.
Because I can see right now, when you get hurt, you be like, nope.
I mean, that's normal though, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. We're not about to normalize unhealthy behavior now on the Karamo Show.
Thank you.
No.
Ma'am.
Because I heard it. You saying, go talk to your man. Can your man let you out? Because you were trying to see if you could provoke her so that she could show you some emotion, which would allow you to be vulnerable.
That's true.
That's why people do that. And so if you would have been vulnerable instead of trying to provoke her into vulnerability, then you could have probably heard her a little bit clearer.
That's a possibility.
Possibility.
Yeah.
But you're hearing each other now.
Yeah.
You're hearing each other now.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take the first steps to start to rebuild the trust and the communication in this friendship?
See what I'm saying? She give me that face.
I was just playing.
I thought you changed.
I
thought she changed.
I was just playing. I am. But all of that, that gotta stop, because I don't respond well to that. Like, that makes me feel
that
like...
was 10 years ago. Why would I jump down your throat? Whatever happened 10 years ago, I don't give a damn now. How about that?
I'm confused, because you want to know what? I'm confused. You just did the same thing over. This is why I don't talk.
Because you still got that same personality.
It's not, I'm my person. What am I going to do, morph into another person?
And I'm going to tell you this. I can see the personality traits that are so positive in you, and I see the ones that are unhealthy. And I just watched it play out again. You had a bout of vulnerability, and then something triggered you, and you went right back into the same behavior pattern. So if you want to try again, she's willing to take the first steps, but you have to acknowledge that when you feel triggered, that you can't go into attitude mode.
Okay.
So are you willing to take the first steps?
I'm willing to try.
To try. You want to give your friend a hug?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be all right. So the honeymoon phase is over, girl?
Oh, yes, it's been over.
What happened?
You know what? We met on set this past April. It was a honeymoon phase for about 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
And then, so we're both based in LA, and we took the summer to visit our home states. We were doing our gigs, and I noticed that the more we drifted apart, the more the honeymoon phase was just diminishing over time.
So how did you find out your boyfriend was messaging other women?
Well, we were actually at coffee, and then he went to the bathroom. I immediately went through his Instagram and saw that he had been DMing girls.
Why were you going through the phone? Did he give you some pause to make you think that he was cheating?
He was liking these girls' photos on Instagram, and occasionally he would comment like flirty things on the pictures.
Oh, so then you were like, I need to see if there's more evidence.
So I was naturally suspicious.
Okay, so what attracted you to him when you first met him?
When I first met him, there was such an ease that went along with chatting with him. And, you know, it felt like I could truly be myself. He has my best interests at heart. He has my heart. And so that's what I thought of it.
Did you have any friends or family in LA while you were there, when you first moved there?
No, I was completely by myself.
Got it. You said you were in love with him.
You know what? I did for a very brief period of time, but I think also because I was just struggling so much internally in LA, it was hard for me to maintain that spark. Whereas in the past, I've definitely fallen in love, and I can confidently say that now looking back.
So why do you want to reignite this spark?
If I'm being fully transparent, it's because I do feel this perpetual loneliness out there in LA, and it would be nice just to have someone who I know has my back at the end of the day.
I understand that.
Yeah.
You want somebody. We all want somebody.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, I was a serial monogamist. It was like in one relationship, into the next one. Until I realized one day that, like, if there are signs or red flags that are telling me, like, this might not be the one, maybe it's not important to be with them as much as it's important to be with myself and to sit in the loneliness and realize that it's okay to be in that space.
Yeah.
So you wanted to bring him here to work out your relationship, but just an hour ago, he decided that he did not want to do the show. Tell me about what just happened.
You know what? He's very fixated on his career as a model, so he was worried. He was like, you know what? I think I should just take on certain gigs that represent my image. And I said, you know, I think this would be a wonderful opportunity for us to heal our relationship, heal personal wounds that we both, and baggage that we both come with.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what to do. He's like, you know what? Yes, we have so many problems, and we've had problems for months now. I just don't know if I want to make that public.
So what has he been texting you since he left the studio?
He said, oh, okay, I see you're going on the show. Good luck.
You ever talked to him about what you found in his phone?
We did. He just said, you know what you saw was nothing major, nothing significant. All of that information was from prior to our relationship. And I said, okay, if I can recall correctly, I think the timestamp said this occurred in May or June of this year, 2022. And he was like, no, this happened before we were together.
So you said you saw a timestamp, and then he
Yeah.
told you, no, this was a different time.
Yeah, and the thing is, I couldn't go back and check his phone because ever since I had brought that up to him, he actually put the password protect on his phone. And I never knew what it was.
Was he upset that you went through his phone?
Yeah, he felt like it was a violation of his own privacy. And I said, I understand. I probably shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, there shouldn't be these suspicions arising inside of me.
Yeah.
Because there haven't been when I've been in other relationships in the past.
When someone has found suspicious things in your phone, you are the one that's guilty. And I've seen this before. We have to look at, why are you making this sort of dramatic exit when you've already come to the show? What are you afraid is about to come out? What are you afraid to do? From what I heard, because I watched and listened to some of your pre-interviews, you actually only came on here to, like, really solve your relationship.
Right. That was it.
And I'm saying this for a reason, because some people come on here to catch their partner, to do stuff. I wanted to go dig more. She didn't want to. She actually wanted to mend the relationship.
And you know what? I think also the way I was raised, I could not understand, and I still don't understand, especially being in LA, flakiness has become such a common presence out there that I don't understand, you know, especially the morning of, right before I'm supposed to see someone. Oh, sorry, something came up. Oh, sorry, I can't do this anymore. Because just the way I was raised, that's not something you do unless you're, you know, deathly ill or something like that.
Well, this is my thing for you right now. Outside the flakiness, it's the lack of commitment to you and the lack of commitment to this relationship.
Sure.
That's what bothers me. Red flags go up for me personally when I see somebody who says, Now I'm gonna run.
You have a good point.
Now I'm gonna make you feel crazy. Like those type of things right there, that kind of control, that type of manipulation, that type of stuff, that sends a red flag for me. You do deserve somebody who's not going to make you feel as if they're doing something on the side.
Yes.
You do deserve that. And you know that. You do know that.
I do.
You are a young woman who's moved to a big city to go after her dreams.
Yes.
And you're alone. And you want to latch onto something that's going to make you feel secure.
Exactly.
Have you ever been alone?
No, I grew up in a big family, and up until COVID hit, I was always in relationships.
Yeah. Let me tell you, one of the biggest gifts that I gave myself was the moment that I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit in an uncomfortable feeling and learn how to grow through this. I'm gonna sit in this place and be in my home and be like, you know what? I'm gonna be okay with being me. Have you ever been to dinner by yourself?
No, that's my biggest fear. That's
Used
my
to be
biggest
mine
fear.
too. You ever been to the movies by yourself? Used to be a scared of mine. But the minute that you finally do it, you're like, this is cute, girl. I like my own company. And I think more of us can practice liking our own company.
Right.
Listen, what I want to do is I want to buy you dinner so you can go have a great dinner by yourself.
Oh.
I want to take you
love
on a
that.
date with yourself. I really do.
Wow.
And I want you to enjoy it. And I want you, when you're eating your food, savor the food. I want you to look around. Notice people admiring you because you're a beautiful woman. Enjoy your company and see what that does to your womanhood. I promise you, it's going to make you feel so much more confident.
More empowered.
More empowered. And what it's going to also do is help you to navigate these lonely feelings that can get very toxic and dangerous and lead you down friendships or relationships that are not going to serve you. Can I take yourself out to dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
I love that.
Cute. I love that.
I love that idea.
You got it. You're very pretty. All right, so Cassie, tell me about your friendship with Fredo.
Yeah, so Fredo and I have been friends since about 3rd grade.
3rd grade?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, going on 15 years now. He's met my family, I've met his family. We've gotten super close, yeah. And he's met my daughter.
Okay.
We've gone through some, ups and downs, whatever life can throw our way.
So then what's been going on then?
I've been waiting to hear from Fredo for a very long time. And, you know, I miss my friend. I just want to make sure he's okay. And also, you know, to kind of let him know to not do that to me again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were supposed to move in. Tell me about that.
We were,
Why did you
yeah.
make that decision?
Okay, we've been planning on that since we were in high school. And when it came down to it, Fredo completely ghosted me.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's okay. And to leave everything on me,
Because you put down $1,200 for that apartment.
I did.
That is some money, okay? I don't know
It
about
is,
y'all,
yeah.
but $1,200 you just don't put down and be like, oh, it's done.
Yeah,
like,
no.
that is some money.
Yeah.
So when did you realize that Fredo was ghosting you? When was the first time you realized it?
When I wasn't getting text messages back, and when I know he blocked me, was when I called him and it would go straight to voicemail continuously.
Got it.
You know, all of that. Social media, I wasn't able to message him.
And is this directly right after you signed the lease?
Oh no, okay, so the last time I seen Fredo was at my daughter's birthday party. And the last time I heard from him really was from New Year's. And when it came to signing the lease, which was what I remember January 10th, I have not heard from him. And yeah.
Did he ever
it's
give you an
all-
excuse of why he didn't sign the lease?
Not at all, no.
Nothing, not one answer.
No, nothing.
So you just pretend like it wasn't supposed to happen?
Yeah.
So do you think he might be on drugs?
So I'm not positive. I'm not positive if he is. However, you know, by the way he just ghosted me, not talking to me, blocking me, it only left me thinking that, especially because I come from, you know, losing someone suddenly to drugs. And yeah, it's okay.
So it's a trigger for you.
It definitely was a trigger.
Yeah, so you lost someone from drugs and you see his erratic behavior.
Yeah.
And so is that the only reason why you think that he could be on drugs?
I would say that, you know, and we grew up together. So, you know, in high school when we were younger, you know,
You witnessed things.
I guess
you
so.
saw, had fun. You know what was going on.
Yeah, and we've also had fun together too.
So you know that it could be a history and that it
Yes.
could have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Did you ever have feelings for Fredo?
As far as feelings,
I saw the smile. I saw the smile.
okay, so I enjoy Fredo with all my heart. And as you all are gonna see, he's very attractive, but we've always kept it cool.
Okay.
Always. There's been a boundary that we both have respected, and I love to show my daughter that as well, that you can be friends with anybody and it, you know,
Be respectful.
be completely respectful.
Doesn't mean that the feelings aren't there underneath, though. Well, listen,
Yeah.
Cassie has waited 9 months to confront Fredo. So I want to welcome Fredo to the show. Hey, Fredo. How you doing?
What's up, pretty girl?
Hey.
How do I look right now?
You look,
Do I look like I'm on anything? Do I look like I'm on drugs?
you actually look pretty good. You
I
look
don't
good.
believe that that's how you feel right now. Especially hearing what you said you're worried about me, but
I am worried about
but
you.
the thing is, like, you say you've been worried about me, but you didn't work on anything. You didn't hit me up at all. You didn't, and I get it. I ghosted you. I get that part, and that's what I'm working on
You
today.
say- wait, hold
but
on,
the
I
thing
wanna
is,
say
hold on,
that-
girl, because you just talked for like 20 minutes. Like,
I think if you left me unblocked, you would have seen how much I tried to contact you.
Fredo, I can see your emotions. Are you mad at Cassie for starting rumors about you?
Hell yeah, bro. Because like she said, we go 15 years, Karamo. Like
Wait,
we
hold
both
on,
seen some. No, hold on. Like he asked me a question,
Okay,
bro.
but
Like
I'm just gonna say that no one started rumors from this end.
okay,
So
I get it.
don't
You
know
didn't
where you
start it or
kind of
whatever.
got
But the
that
thing
idea.
is, as my
I'm-
again back
as
to
a
the
best
15
friend,
years,
I
like. The thing is, back to the 15 years, bro, like, you know me. Like, I feel like you should have just brushed that off. Like, we wouldn't even been here today.
Hold on, brush what off? Brush you ghosting me
No,
off?
brushing
Hold
off the
on.
drug rumors, bro. You know what I'm talking about. You know
Okay.
how, okay, because we kind of live in
Can we kind of refrain back to why
I know why you're
even-
hurt. I get that.
Or not
but
even
I'm
that
also
I'm
kind of
hurt, or
hurt that
why
you're saying
even-
you're worried about me, but I never once heard like a how would I say the word?
Like I said, Fredo, if you would have left me unblocked, you would have seen everything I tried to say.
I guess
You
you're right on that
also
part. I'll
would
give you that.
have
I'll
been
give you that.
able
So why did you decide not to move in with Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
so
kind
I'm
of
gonna be
go.
real with you. I'm a young man, and I just feel like I guess I'm not ready to grow up right now. And I'll be real with you. I'll give you that, Cassie. You're very prioritized. Like you know how to like get going. You know, like.
And I could say maybe I do just because I have a daughter, you know, and I thought as best friends.
Can we please not talk about like with I love your daughter. Just get that. Let's get that straight.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like when you say like my daughter, like I don't know,
Because
like
she's
you're.
my life,
I get it,
Fredo.
and I get
And
that,
that's
bro.
the
But like
reason why I
the
have
thing
to
is,
have
bro, like
my
I'm not. I don't want that to even be a
somewhat
part
in
of like any of
order.
this. Like that's the thing. Like your
Yeah.
daughter has a whole separate life. That has nothing to do with our friendship. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to be a part of your daughter's life, but it's just saying
my
that
daughter
like
is gonna be
sometimes
part
you
of
use
me.
that in a way where it's like my daughter, and it's like, what did I do to your daughter? I haven't done nothing to your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I'm ready to hear from my audience and see what they have to think about the situation right now. So what are your thoughts on this situation?
So if I haven't spoken to you for nearly a year, I would have thought you was on drugs too.
But why? Like,
Because you just ghosted me.
Okay, but can I ask you something? Do I look like I'm on drugs right now?
Maybe.
Bro?
I don't know. I don't know your
Well,
personal
I'm willing
business.
to take a drug test right in front of you too.
All right, so you're saying you're willing to take a drug test.
Yeah.
Do you feel as that will solve the problem? Would that be something good for
Honestly.
you?
You know what? Just for a peace of mind, and so that this isn't all for show, let's do
I'm willing
it,
to
you
do
know?
it, but like the
Because
peace of mind gets me because it's like, what's the
ultimately-
peace of mind?
Because Fredo, you mean so much to me. I care about you, and ultimately, despite the 1,200, that's gonna come back. Fredo, you are my best friend, so I'm super understanding. Okay.
Sorry, girl, but
So
this is a
for
lot.
me in my heart, like I'm very forgiving. So I understand, and all I wanted was for you to just be like, look, I don't feel like talking to you right now. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be back because I'm gonna talk to him.
Alright, like, can I just go to my room, get a water or something? Like, I'm pissed.
What's going on? What are you feeling right now?
I just, honestly, I feel like that's not coming from the heart right now. I feel like she's just trying to save face right now. I feel like she's not saying really what's on her
can't
mind.
understand a friend's concern. I know you just said y'all not best friends. And I think this whole situation got muddled because of the ghosting. I think that's obvious.
Okay, but sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
But
no.
the thing is, like, let's say a friend did ghost you. Be honest. You're gonna think they're on crazy drugs.
I don't know y'all's situation.
I guess
and
you're
that's
right.
the thing. I don't know her situation. If someone is saying that she feels that way, that's because she seems genuine to me that she's coming out of love. And I think clarity on this. will you just take the drug test and we can be done
Oh,
with
of
this?
course, of course. It's just that, like, I just feel like this whole,
I think the minute that we get the drug test, then you have more grounds to stand on and say, listen, cut it, or now there's an issue.
Of course, no, I'll take. It's just that, like, I feel like her saying all this, like, stuff, like, where it's just not coming from the heart to me. It's exactly, it's not coming from the heart to me because I feel like if we were off camera, she wouldn't say that to me, like, you know.
Got it.
But who knows? Maybe she would. Maybe she would. But I can't right now. I feel
well,
like.
Let's go ahead and take the drug test.
All right.
And then now we can get to the next level.
All right.
The minute we get that, you'll be good. All right.
Sorry
Fredo.
for walking off on your show.
You don't have to apologize. Listen, I tell people all the time, when you see the emotions come up, that's when we know healing can start. So I appreciate you for being your authentic self, always on this show. Cassie, we have the results of a drug test right here. I think these drug test results are the first step in you finding out the answers. This gives clarity. This gives you understanding if drugs were a part of why he ghosted you. Cassie, I think this is important for you to open, since you had questions and you were the one that was ghosted.
Okay. Regardless, I love you as a friend. Just do not ghost me anymore, okay?
Just open it.
I think you need to be told that.
What does it say? Because I didn't see the results before. Is there drugs on there?
Yeah, there is. Here you are.
Let me see.
However,
Hold on, because we got to get these results. Okay, so Fredo, it said that you did test positive for just marijuana in your system.
Just
That's what you
marijuana.
said.
Thank
okay.
you. Just
There was nothing
marijuana.
else that was found.
And after this, like, I'm good. Like, after this, because I had to take a
why
drug test
aren't
for
you
you.
like why?
But I had to take the drug test for you, bro. And the thing is, like,
I
okay,
had to
I don't
put
mean to put her
1200
business on
down
blast,
for
but we
you.
smoke weed together. Like, we've smoked a joint together, so it's not like about.
Exactly, and I'll say that I've
Sorry,
smoked
'cause I didn't mean to,
joints.
like,
I've
put your
taken
business on
edibles
blast like that, but
my
it's just
mommy.
like-
When I have mommy time, I will have some edibles. We have smoked
Yeah,
joints.
exactly.
We grew up together,
So
Fredo.
the point being is that the fact that, like, this whole time
Yeah.
I dibble-dabbled in just a little bit of weed. And here we
That's
go, I'm
fine.
on this crazy stuff.
Okay,
But do you see me here
I will say this,
saying-
though, because there's a couple of things at play here. We got to start now that we have those results. Ghosting someone may seem convenient in the moment,
Yeah.
but it causes so much confusion. I think in this moment when there's money involved, and I think that's the key to this. It wasn't just like, okay, we're friends and we're growing in high school and now we're growing apart. It's like we made a commitment to do something that's big. I understand you weren't ready for that responsibility, and rightfully so. I think y'all should have never gotten to that agreement where y'all moved in together anyway, because she has a child, you are a young man. I don't think there should have ever been the agreement of thinking that could work out. But you made the choice. You made the choice to say you would go through with it. That's for you where the maturity needs to start happening.
All right.
I understand that it gets uncomfortable. It's like, how do I tell somebody that, like, I don't want to move in right now? Like, I don't have the money. Like, I don't want to play daddy. I don't want to do any of those things.
And you know
Because
what?
those are the things you said.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to figure out a way to have that courage to do that. Because I think as a young man, I think you had that in you. I saw how you're able to communicate out here. You're very clear on what you have to say. In those tough moments, don't lose Fredo, who knows how to communicate. Do you get that?
Yeah,
And I do
yeah, I
want to
guess you're right.
apologize if I've ever made you feel like you can't talk to me.
She just apologized to you.
I'm sorry, Cass. It's hard right now.
But hold on. But do you have a part to play as well? Can you apologize to her for saying, like, I left you out there? This is a single mother who literally had to come up with money, a large amount of money, for a decision that you two made together. Can you apologize that that had consequences in her life?
I can apologize for that.
Thank you.
But I honestly, it's a lot.
You can't go.
Sorry,
You gotta say, I
I
apologize, and that's it. That's it.
Okay,
you know
so
what? Yeah.
to keep it real, I do apologize on 100% for that whole financial situation, because at the end of the day, like he said, maturity lies 100% with that. You gotta
Good.
be real with it.
And you're good. And you know what? And regardless of what this says you're positive for,
Well, no, you can't. This is what I'm gonna say to you.
Yeah,
You can't say regardless
regardless.
anymore because the thing
You
is,
see
at the
what
end
I'm
of the day,
saying? Like,
well, no,
that's-
I got this
that's
for you.
what
I
we
got
go
this for
back
you.
to, like-
At the end of the day, Cassie, you got to learn this.
Saying
Cassie, I know
that
what you're
you
saying.
can't do marijuana.
Cassie,
I'm not
look at me
saying
real quick.
that.
At the end of the day, the thing is that what he's saying is that I needed my friend just to know that I would never make a rash decision. I know that because he ghosted you, you felt it,
Yeah.
but he feels embarrassed right now that he had to do that on my show. I
Yeah,
appreciate you doing
I
that
see
for
that.
clarity, but you have to acknowledge that now he feels embarrassed for it.
Yeah.
And so every time you say, well, I realize that regardless of what it is, it just invalidates the fact that he feels. And the same way I made him apologize to you, you got to accept that.
Yeah, and I totally do.
Okay.
I think I'm just trying
But-
to reiterate
No,
how
I get
much
it. But,
love I have
but,
for you.
But there's a
you
bigger
know?
thing here. There is a bigger thing here. Not only with just your maturity. I can see you as a young man. It just remind me of myself in many ways that you're on a journey right now of just figuring out like how you want to live your life, how you want to party, how you want to go out, the friends you want to have. You're on your journey. But the thing that I will say to this, I heard you say clearly that you were sober and you had a clear pack on that, and then you decided I want to drink a little, I want to smoke a little, which is fine. You're a young man. You can be making responsible decisions. But I will let you know that it becomes a very slippery slope. So I want you to just continue to be cognizant of the people you're around and the things you're doing. Because I promise you, I've been there before. A drink and a blunt turns into a bump. And so don't do it, okay? Just make sure you're watching yourself, making sure you're watching the people you're around, and also remember that there are people in your life. There are people in your life, like Cassie, that though y'all have grown apart, I do believe she has your best interest at heart. And so I don't want you to ever give up on people who knew you from day one. All right? Because this day one, even though y'all are hurting right now, I feel like if something happened, she'd be the first one there. She'd be the first one there. She'd be there right there with you like, really? It went down? Oh my gosh, I got you. I'm gonna support you. So don't throw that away over an inability to communicate. Don't throw it away for that. Don't throw it away.
I'll try not to.
I believe you got this. So when did you start asking your mother who your father is?
When I was 12 years old.
12 years old.
Basically, as a little kid, I grew up without my father. It was just me and her and my grandmother. So it was like, I was very frustrated and very crying every night, wondering why my father ain't was in my life and why I didn't deserve to have a father in my life.
Makes sense. And you're only 26 now.
Yeah.
So you're still very young. So having a father in your life right now would mean a lot.
Yeah.
So when did you exactly start asking your mother about who your father was?
I was about 11.
11 years old?
Yes. I was asking her, do you know where my father is? She said she lost contact years ago, about some years ago when I was a baby. And he came to the hospital. He bought me diapers, bought me clothes and everything, took me with him. And it was like, okay, so if he did all this, so why is he denying me?
Was your mother in the picture this entire time?
Yeah.
She was. And what's your relationship like with her?
It's stressful because me and her, I don't have like a tight relationship because of this. Because I kept asking her about my father. He's saying that my mom was on the streets doing this. And I was like, okay, it only takes one time to have sex with somebody and have a child.
Yeah, true. And your mom ran into Akil when you were 18.
Yes.
And what happened there?
He came and got me. I went to his house, gave me a haircut. We spent a little time with each other, played video games and all kind of stuff. So, and then, since then, I only saw him 5 times. But the 5 times that he came to the house and saw me, it was not just to see me. He saw my mom, came to see my mother.
So was he acknowledging that you were his child at
Yeah,
the time?
he kept saying, oh, hey, son, yeah, you're my son, you're my son. But you're saying I'm your son. Why are you saying, oh, just like 4 days before I came up here, I texted him and I said, do you believe in your heart that I'm your son? He said 50-50.
Did he ghost you after that?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, he ghosted me.
Okay. What was that like?
So I was like devastated, crying. I basically had suicide thoughts.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I was just crying and seeing why is he denying me, why he say he don't want to be in my life. You want to be in my life, you want to be in my life, but you're not showing it.
Is there something that your mother said to him that would make him change his attitude from yes to all of a sudden like, I'm not sure and ghosting you?
No, it was nothing that he didn't say that my mom said to him. The only thing he keep bringing up is that his cousin had so-called had my mom on the streets selling her body, whatever, this and the third.
Okay. So it's the rumors that he heard.
Heard.
Okay. All right, well, everyone, I think it's time that we meet Akale and find out his side of this entire story. So, everyone, welcome Akale to the show. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, take a seat for me. So, when did you first learn about Jericho?
I learned about Jericho when Jericho was about 18 years old.
18, okay. So that was the first time you ever heard of him when he said y'all met, when you were across?
No. When Jericho was conceived or born, there was a rumor going around Savannah due to my cousins and family members that knows his mom. They were going around saying, hey, you know, Janitra just had a baby and she's saying it's yours. I'm like, what? What? She ain't my baby? She's like, yeah, it's your baby. And, you know, as time rolled on, we just kept moving. Life just kept going.
Got it.
You know, she never tried to contact me. She never looked for me.
She did try to contact you. She did. She said she tried to contact you. Said she just lost contact. She was trying to look for you, but you didn't.
What was your relationship like with her at that time? Were y'all dating? Were you in a relationship? Did you love her?
Never dated.
Never dated.
She said y'all was in a relationship.
She lied about a lot of things to you, son. She never dated.
Okay.
Never dated.
From your perspective, what were you doing? It was just a one-night stand?
No. When I met Janitra, which is Jericho's mom, she was what we call a streetwalker.
That's not true.
Oh, it was true.
I know that's not
I'm gonna tell you
true.
the truth because her what they call her pimp or her manager was my cousin.
Oh, wow.
When I met Janitra, that's how I met her, through my cousin. She would be dressed all kind of ways on the street, and I didn't like it. So, one point in time, I wanted to release her from that world.
I don't believe that she was on the streets telling her body, doing all this.
What is your mom telling you then?
My mom is telling me that him used to hump like jackrabbits.
We only laid together twice.
It don't take one time. It don't take one time. You can't say it. You can't base something. You can't base it off of time.
Now, in life, yes, it only takes one time. But when your lifestyle is more than one time with more than different people, you don't know who lifestyle or who time it is.
Don't talk about my like that.
Well, I mean, that's the whole reason why we're here.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why your mom is lying to you. The whole reason why your mom's lying to you. The whole reason we're sitting here right now. See, it's not me talking about your mom in front of you. It's the reason your mama lied to you for all these years and didn't tell you the truth.
I believe you, my father. I know you, my father, because my mama and my grandma would not lie.
Again, your grandmother was one of the biggest liars. God rest her soul. I like
Don't lie
her.
to my grandma.
She lied. I've never
Don't
been to
lie
your
to my
grandma's
grandma.
house.
We got the same nose, same lips, same ears, same eyebrows, same eyes.
We can have the same booty, the same chest. We can have the same fingernails.
How did you feel about him reaching out to your other kids?
I was upset with that because I spoke with him about that, and I told him that until we know for sure, so I don't have any questions arise with my other kids, that let me handle that. But of course, Mr. Jericho wanted to take it upon himself and go on Facebook. Facebook
I need a
stalked me.
father. I need you.
Well, what you need is the truth.
So point blank, do you believe this is your son?
No.
You don't believe this is your son?
No.
You don't?
No.
We have a ping alert. It's a recording from Jericho's mother, Janitra, that she wanted to make sure that we all heard. So let's hear what she has to say.
Yeah, we used to be in a relationship and keep it easy to the father. And I know that's his father.
So she's just confirming that she wanted us to know that you are the father. Okay. Well, I think it's time that we solve this 26-year-old DNA mystery. Yep. Are you ready for the DNA countdown?
Yes, I am.
You all as well? In this envelope, Jericho and Akale, is the answers you've been searching for. What are you feeling right now? What are you thinking?
Nervous, anxious, frustrated, just full of emotion.
Got it. And what are you feeling right now?
I'm just there. I'm just here. I'm here. If he's my son, let's get it. I'm gonna put him with the rest of them. If he's not my son, I still will help him out on his endeavors for looking for the person he needs. I'm that type of man.
Got it. This is the DNA outcome that you have been waiting for 26 years. It is your moment to open, not mine.
This is it. Kid's not your father.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're hurt right now. What was going through your mind? Because I saw you react as well. You got emotional as well. What's going on?
I wanted him to be.
You wanted him to be. Even though you had your doubts, you were hoping that maybe.
We bonded.
Uh-huh.
He needed structure. He needed guidance. And he came to me looking for it. And I tried to give it to him to the best of my ability.
See, baby, I know.
And I know how it feels.
Yeah.
Because I went through the same thing with my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know my dad.
Yeah. Jericho, what's going through your mind right now?
My mama got something explaining to do.
I mean, at the end of the day, that is the truth of this, is that your mother is the key to unlocking all of this. I mean, Akale has told you that he will be here to support you. I will be here to support you. You have two men that will be here to support you in any way you can. I have the resources. You have an emotional support right here. We will help you figure out this mystery. But the person that we need to talk to is your mother. Do you think your mother would be willing to help you to figure out who it is so that I can help you to find some other people?
I don't know.
I saw you shaking your head when I said, do you think his mother will be able to give him answers? You started shaking your head no. Why don't you think she'll give him answers?
Because she's stubborn.
She's stubborn.
She's stubborn. She's to the point in her life that she feels she doesn't owe anybody anything. And for this child to be sitting here wanting answers, he's not in the streets selling drugs. He's not robbing people. He's looking for answers to where he come from.
Yeah.
And she refuses to help him out.
I appreciate you for what you've done for him. I'm gonna tell you right now, I know that as you get on this journey, you're probably gonna get more names. You're going to have to make sure you start the process of learning how to understand and manage your emotions. Because the next person, I know you'll get caught up emotionally and you're hoping and hoping. And I need you to figure out and to practice understanding that until you get confirmation, until you get the clarity you deserve, that sometimes investing yourself emotionally quickly is not going to be a benefit to you. And I know I gave you a lot right there. I need you to get help so that you can understand what I'm saying to you and practice it. You need to talk to somebody. Have you ever had somebody to talk to? It's time. It's time. I got you, okay? Listen, I wish you the best of luck. We got your back, all right? So sorry you didn't get the answers you want today. Yeah. And thank you for being here. All right, everyone, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and we can keep growing. I love you all.